This is Group 6's playback, buffer, and jitter project. So for our index page, we only have the rows of images that represent each packet, one for the downstream, one for the buffer, and one for the destination. For the style sheet, we have only the background color. And here's the JavaScript. So we start out with a random variable that'll either be 1 or 2, and that is for the packets coming from the source to the buffer. So it kind of simulates some kind of either packets being lost or a slow network. This if statement, all it does is keeps the queue above 0. This counter, since there's only 20, it says, so if you're below the 20, for each packet on the rows, then it starts, and so for each click, it represents one packet going into or going from the source, and then here is where the random number comes back in. So this right here just says, if it's 1, then the buffer will load one packet into itself from the source. Then after the buffer loads, which we have a buffer of 5, so after it loads 5, it will start placing the packets into the destination. And if the buffer gets to 0, right down here, it will then send a red packet, and that just means that it's either a skip packet or lost. And that's about it for the code. So let me get it up here and have a few examples. So every time you click on it, there'll be 1 going to the source. There's a buffer loading in. You have to get to 5. Since we got to 5 being loaded, now every time you increment it, it'll go receiving now. So the receiving usually will outpace the buffer. Then you'll have things like that will happen, where you'll get a lost packet. Sometimes you'll have it like this, where you don't have any lost packets, which is a good connection. Another one that hasn't lost a packet. Oh, that one only lost 1. There you go. This one lost 2. I'm trying to get one that loses a few more. All these ones are doing pretty good right now, though. There we go. Okay, this is a good one that shows a few lost. This one only has one hasn't been lost incrementally, though. It doesn't have several lost in a row. But that's about it for the project.